Trump hints at launching his own social media platform, and the first subscriber is Adam Sosnick. Former President Donald Trump has teased the launch of his own social media platform, but did not provide a timeline or offer any further details regarding the potential business venture. I'm doing things having to do with putting our own platform out there that you'll be hearing about soon, Trump said on Fox News contributor Lisa Booth's debut podcast on Monday. Trump's senior advisor Jason Miller also previewed plans for the new platform over the weekend, saying that the former president would be returning to social media in probably the next 2 to 3 months after being banned from Twitter, Facebook, and other social media platforms. Trump has taken to releasing statements through his post-presidency office and political action committee in recent months. What do you think is going to happen with Trump launching his own social media platform?
Well,
Go ahead.
I know you're.
You may even have a name for it.
You're a big data guy. Well, it's not Parler. Is that not what it is?
No.
Well, I heard that the site is going to flag any statement that turns out to be true.
You're so funny.
So anything that comes out there, if it's true, they're going to flag it and be like, wow, Trump told the truth. That's crazy. So those statements will be flagged.
You are so funny.
I would like to know, our good friend Jason Miller, he says, we'll be returning to social media in probably in the next 2 to 3 months.
Yep.
2 to 3 months. So, and we also have our other friend, Alan Lichtman, who does not think that Trump is going to be running for president in 2024. He's off of social media completely. So if he has any chance of ever winning presidency again, he's going to need some sort of social media platform. And this might be the key. But
Tom.
Okay. Here's a guarantee. This is a prediction for me, which is also a guarantee, which means it will happen. Mark this one down 100%. This social media platform will be made out of solid gold, okay? Like everything else he does, he'll have it gold-plated. The logo or something will be gold. Here's why I don't think it's going to work.
Just like the gold toilet.
Yeah, or the gold faucets.
That's Maradona.
The gold faucets on his Boeing 757, which is rotting at an
100 million.
airport hangar right now. Okay, it's not going to work, and I'll tell you why. Because you don't rush something like this out. You're already giving people 2 to 3 months to prepare to not provide a platform for him, AWS or wherever he's going to have to go. You know, there's going to be some people that are going to be against this. It was all the Miller's comments were cliches. It's going to be the hottest ticket in social media. We're going to redefine the game. A lot of high-powered meetings are going on at Mar-a-Lago. He had no details, no facts. Nothing here makes me believe that he's going to have his own platform.
Got it. Okay.
Meanwhile, there's been a COVID outbreak in Mar-a-Lago, and the whole thing's shut down, from what I hear.
Wow.
That's not false. That comment is not being flagged.
No.
That comment is not
Shouldn't you
being
be
flagged.
sympathetic for them in the middle of a pandemic?
That's not
By the way,
false.
we're not in the middle of a pandemic. We're on the back end of it.
Tail end of it, yeah,
Not
because
in
of
spring
vaccines.
break in Miami Beach.
And the way Krispy Kreme's is doing it, it's going to be done in no time. So
Are you excited for Trump's new social media?
I'm excited about strategies. That's what I'm excited about. I'm curious to know what the next 5, 10, 15 moves of Trump.
Well, you've been very outspoken that you want him to curate the next set of leaders. Like you want him to have sort of like a Trump university or Trump, like,
well, listen,
influence the next generation.
Yeah, the challenge is everything's been surrounded around him. Now it's about, does he develop other leaders and teach them how to become, the same way that he went from where he was at to being a pretty well-known figure, the most well-known figure in the world. I mean, everybody around he had so much influence that let me tell you what happened to different businesses. Okay, check this out. If you haven't felt the itch to check Twitter 24/7, skim your preferred news site, or keep cable news humming in the background, President Trump left office, joined the club. A few months into the new Biden administration, news consumption has significantly declined, according to Washington Post. CNN lost half of its primetime viewership in the key 25 to 54 demographic in the period of President Biden's inauguration on March 15th. Let me say that one more time. Half of primetime. 25 to 54. That's a 30-year span, 25 to 54.
That's where the money is.
That's where the money is. Online, from January to February, unique visitors to New York Times website dropped 17%, while Washington Post clocked in 26% decline. Washington Post does this article, and they say we're down 26%, okay? So there's credibility there. Trump's dramatic time in the office was like San Francisco in 1849 for media companies that covered politics. The New York Times, check this out, this stat. The New York Times started off his presidency with 3 million paying subscribers. By the time Trump was out, how many subscribers do you think they had?
Double.
7.5 million by
more
the
than
time.
double.
Look at the kind of money he made New York Times. CNN has its best year ever in 2020 and drew more viewers 25 to 54 than Fox for the first time in 19 years in Q4. Throw in the onset of global pandemic and door-bursting subscription deals, and news companies were inundated with traffic, right? Follow him with this. But now, New York Times warned last November that subscriber gains would start to slow down once number 45 left, and it's investing more resources into games and cooking and other stuff. Okay, and then on the bottom line it says, with DC going from House of Cards to C-SPAN 2, the focus is shifting from filibuster to stunks, and he goes into talking about other stuff here. Yeah. Here's the reality of it: this guy gets eyeballs. Yeah. No matter what anybody says, this guy gets eyeballs. And what's going to happen with the social media side? If it's just around his name, it's going to fail. If he goes and hires the smartest and the brightest and overpays these guys and brings a killer team that's done this before and recruits some talent away, then it's got a shot. But it's not going to be if he just gets his people he's going to need some real solid engineers who have done this before with Facebook, with Google, with other platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter. If he draws those people in, which I'm willing to bet there's some out there, and he brings a couple hundred of them on board and he brings the right money behind him to do this, I think this can have legs. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.